Hello, my name is Glenn and welcome back to the Cryptonest. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about two cities that are being built in the world right now that are being totally built on blockchain and how it is going to be a part of everyday life. And if that sounds interesting to you, then stick around. There's two cities right now being built on blockchain. You might not believe who's doing it or who's working on one of them, but before I get into all that real quickly, I talked to a lot of you that I've met face to face about the fact that there's so many possibilities that blockchain and Bitcoin has to offer, so many different possibilities of disruption of industries that we currently have that can help us all. So I was going through some things, and in my regular daily routine of checking out crypto news, I came across something this morning that was really kind of interesting, and I wanted to run this by you here real quick and give you guys a few ideas of what I'm talking about when I say all the possibilities that are involved with crypto, other than just speculative investment, guessing on the price, buying it, and waiting for it to go up, and hopefully getting rich one day. No, blockchain has so much more. It's so much more than just Bitcoin. For example, some of you may or may not know this person here. This is a guy by the name of Akon. He's a Senegalese American singer, songwriter, record producer, entrepreneurial philanthropist, and actor. He's founded two successful record labels, Convict Music and Con Live Distribution. He has produced records for people like Michael Jackson, Snoop Dogg, Lionel Richie, Leona Lewis, Sean Paul, and Whitney Houston. He's also worked with Lady Gaga and T-Pain, giving them stepping stones into the labels that they're with now and into their successful careers that they have. Now, what does this rapper guy have to do with Bitcoin and blockchain? Well, as I go down the line here and I look through some of his things, he's got a lot of he's done a lot of things in the music industry, but besides that, as I come down here into the philanthropy, he talks about he's got a project, Lighting Africa, which provides electricity to 15 countries in Africa. He launched his own charity for underprivileged children in Africa. This is where I got really curious. In 2018, Akon, originally born in Senegal, announced he was working with the Senegalese government to build a tourist city with a cryptocurrency-based economy named Akon City. At the time, it was said that 3 square miles of land, minutes from the Blaise Diagne International Airport, I probably butchered that, and around 50 kilometers from the capital of Dakar, was given to Akon by the Senegal president, Macky Sall. It's said to be currently under development and will be the first 100% crypto-based city with Akon's own cryptocurrency, Acoin, as the transactional center. Most recently, on July 13th, 2020, Akon shared via Twitter that the agreements for his city with Senegal have been finalized and the project is underway. He captioned a photo of himself with Senegal President Macky Sall, looking forward to hosting you there in the future. So, Akon has gotten together with the Senegal government, because that's where he's from, and he's gotten together with the Senegal president, and he's gotten some land there, and he has started to create Akon City, Acoin City. He is going to have his own cryptocurrency called Acoin, which is going to be the center of the economy. Now, he's doing this in Africa. First off, I want to say I'm not a financial advisor. Please, this is not financial advice. Don't go buying something because me or any other person on YouTube told you to. I don't know enough about this to tell you if this is a good investment or a bad investment. What I'm looking at here is the vision, and I think that the vision that he's creating here is just incredible. I am not sponsored by Acoin or Akon. I have no connection with them whatsoever. Nobody has paid me to do this video. I just found this going through, and it kind of fits in with some of the vision that I was talking about, and I love the vision that this could provide if it's all on the up and up in the way it says it is. Not that I doubt that it is. I don't have enough information on the background. I just came across this today. But what I have been able to figure out is, as you can see, one Africa, one coin. It's going to be a coin that's available across all of their countries. It's going to be an ecosystem to empower Africa, create opportunity and inclusion for youth entrepreneurs. He wants to take this technology of Bitcoin and blockchain, or not Bitcoin necessarily, but blockchain and cryptocurrency, and he wants to build on it. He wants to teach the youth in the countries the new technology so that they can take this these underprivileged children in these underprivileged worlds, third worlds that don't have the kind of technology that some of the other parts of the world have, and bring them up into the forefront and teach them what they need to know to be able to get the economic development going in their country, to be able to teach the entrepreneurs to. This is awesome. I mean, this is really awesome. I love the idea. I love the vision. Again, I can't speak for the particular project in itself because I have no connection with it whatsoever. But I love the idea that they're promoting here. I think this is awesome. Stimulate and support youth entrepreneurship. Young entrepreneurs are everywhere. Now with Akon, they have both a currency and a platform to help them make positive economic and social impact. Turn music into energy and currency into opportunity. Akon is going to be the exclusive currency of the Akon system. It unlocks the potential of the world's largest emerging economy through the creation of a trusted cryptocurrency with a vision to stimulate and innovate revenue-generating opportunities that support and empower youth entrepreneurship. He wants to give the youth the ability to learn this technology, to be able to generate an income and opportunities through this, to bring their underdeveloped world into a more modernized system, giving them the economic stability, and then growing this across Africa and then the world, as he says. Africa has a lot of natural resources that are untapped. It's talking here about cobalt and diamonds and manganese and phosphate. It's got tremendous potential for hydroelectric power, solar energy, geothermal energy. It should be one of the richest countries and people in the world. However, as we can tell and as we've seen, it's not. It's one of the least developed continents in the world. And for him to bring this type of an economy into that country, it'll be a very interesting experiment to see how it all goes. I believe that it's going to do pretty great things. To be able to bank people that had no ability to have banks before, to generate incomes in ways that they were never able to do before. They face real hardships here, as it says, creating and building businesses. This has been hampering their development for way, way too long. This ecosystem here is going to bring together digital and real life tools and services. I was going through some of this. This is pretty awesome. They have an ecosystem with digital and real life tools and services to empower consumers earn, save, and spend cryptocurrency while providing an opportunity for entrepreneurs and brands. We were talking about, and I have talked about several times, like decentralized financing and taking control of your own finances. Well, through this system here, you will be in total control of your finances, being able to spend, save, and earn your income through crypto. You'll also be able to have a currency exchange to exchange it to fiat or other types of currencies. It'll be the trusted currency within the economy itself. The Akon is going to be the trusted currency within the economy itself for the city. Gives it huge marketing possibilities for brands and foundations using different apps and d-apps within the partner application. I mean, so much can be done with this, so much can be built on this. Digital currency, mobile phone, money transfers, cash in and out, raffles, etc. Topping off your cell phone, paying your cell phone bill, getting microloans, holding raffles, creating d-apps, decentralized applications, which would be an application on your phone that has its information stored in more than one location, therefore the term decentralized. That way you always know that your information is secure and won't disappear. If one computer goes down somewhere, your information is still available. Your infrastructure with solar power, Wi-Fi, LAN technology, all of these things can be put through apps within the economy and tracked within the economy. Professional services, freelancing, share economies, crypto-based jobs, so you can look for job searches especially job searches within the crypto world. If you're a coder or somebody who knows a little bit about building apps or knows a little bit about something that goes along with the technology or with crypto, you can find yourself freelance jobs through the app itself. You'll be able to search for jobs that way. Financial services, credit, micro lending, peer-to-peer lending. We talked about that before as far as decentralized financing, being able, two people being able to give a loan to each other without having to have a bank involved. Establishing a line of credit without a bank needing to be there. These are all things that they're planning on doing within this app, which I think is great because that brings banking to people that don't have banks and haven't had banks in the past. Content marketing with video, music, and advertising. They can sell. People like myself who have media that they want to share, like on the YouTube channel, for example, could actually sell their information if they wanted to. They could sell their videos, they could sell their music, they could advertise within the app itself. Of course, now when they're advertising or selling these things in the marketplace within the app is also connected to every other person that's carrying the phone and carrying the app. So it opens up this whole economy of all of those extra users that wouldn't have been available before. Health governance and education. Well, I mean, that kind of speaks for itself. You can track all of your health data. You want to go from one doctor to the next, and they want you to file all these papers for HIPAA and this and that and the other. You can keep all of your information decentralized and secure with you and not have to wait for another doctor to transfer it somewhere. And of course, it's safe, secure, encrypted so that only you have access to it. Educational services, the same way, you can do schooling and such like that. Educational tutorials online. Here you can create like videos, educational videos and things like that you could put online, and people could then benefit from, and you could benefit from them purchasing those things through the app. I mean, just so much, what's the word I'm looking for? So many opportunities to create commerce, to be able to generate an income for yourself. They're about to launch their beta platform. They've got a 3-part vision here, as it says, to empower the consumers to learn, earn, spend, and save cryptocurrency while providing opportunity for entrepreneurs and brands. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. We've pretty much covered that. Offer partnership opportunities that bring brands and businesses into Africa, helping to build the African economy. That's going to be big for them, and that they need that over there, as they don't have a lot of that going on. And to be able to transform entrepreneurs through a blend of digital and real-life experiences and marketing, things that they don't have over there right now. So this is going to open up a lot of windows for people in the way of education. They have their roadmap posted on their site here. I'm going to go ahead and leave the link in the description so you guys can go ahead and look at this in your own leisure. You've got Q1 here. I'm talking January 2019 to June 2019, May of 2019 to September 2019. Here we got Q1 and Q2 of January 2020 through June 2020, and this is kind of a list of their roadmap. I need to do some further looking into this, as I have suggested, and as I always say, I'm not a financial advisor. Please do your own research. Take the time to look through this website and get the information you need. I'm not even sure if this is going to be available to anybody in America at this time. Again, the main thing that I was talking about and the main thing that I saw and found interesting with this is all the opportunity that it's going to give to people, and all the opportunity that Bitcoin or blockchain and cryptocurrencies all have that we didn't know about before, that are all coming to pass now. And the sooner that we all figure these things out, the better off we're all going to be, because this is the way it's all going. I've explained to several of you that I've met face to face the evolution of currency and the evolution of technology. It's always ongoing. It's always changing, from gold to dollars, with currencies, from dollar bills to checks, and banking, and then from checks to credit cards and debit cards, and credit cards and debit cards. Now we have Alipay and Apple Pay and Samsung Pay. It's not that hard to believe that Everything is going to be going to a digital currency where we're not going to have dollars anymore. So the evolution is just natural, and as you all know, I'm getting involved with this as fast as I can, not necessarily with Akon, but with cryptocurrencies, and learning what I need to know so that I'm not left in the dust later on as things start to evolve. We saw major changes with the internet. It's not what it was like it was back in 1995 when AOL came out. It's always there, it's always on, it has changed, it's evolved, and now our lives revolve completely around the internet. It's the way things that go. Over time, things just evolve. We might as well jump on board rather than waiting for the freight train to run us over. This is their development team. I don't know a whole lot about these people. Of course, this is Akon. I have looked through. A lot of them have some pretty impressive credentials. Nobody that I saw that actually jumped out at me that made me say, oh yeah, I know this, or I recognize this person, or they were involved with that program. So again, you need to do your own research. As part of Akon's vision for a better world, the Akon Foundation exists to empower young entrepreneurs, first in Africa, and as we grow in other lean and rising economies, to start and build businesses and create sustainable communities. We believe that developing young entrepreneurs is the best way to promote innovation, economic stability, and growth across Africa and ultimately the world. Read more about Akon Foundation here. There's a link here. Again, I will leave the link to this in the description so that you can come back and check this out at your own free will when you want and when you have time to do so, if you would like to do so. They have their frequently asked questions down here, so please take a look at that. Another thing I found very interesting, I told you there were two of them. There's a cryptocurrency millionaire who wants to build a utopia right here in the state of Nevada. It's up by Reno. He's actually spent $170 million to purchase the property that he is going to build the city on. It's going to be totally developed around Ethereum. He says here the blockchain began as a digital ledger on which all Bitcoin transactions are recorded. Some aficionados have grander plans. They think it could be a new way of taking power back from the institutions they believe are calling all the shots. If I scroll down through here, you can see that he has spoken with Nevada's governor, Brian Sandoval, who named the blockchain's property Innovation Park. That was last month when he had an event where they met with the governor, and also Elon Musk, the chief executive of Tesla, was there. This week he announced a memorandum of understanding with one of the state's main power companies, NV Energy. He's going to team up with projects that run energy transactions through the blockchain. That way everything can be tracked, and he can further evolve the technology with blockchain and being able to track energy usage through the blockchain. Blockchains is his company. And his kind of the nickname of his area that he has purchased, the land that he's purchased. He says Blockchains has already received preliminary county support for a new town along the Truckee River with thousands of homes, a school, and a drone delivery system. He's working closely with the county on a broader master plan. I mean, this is already going on. It's currently just empty land with a repurposed office building. You may have seen a hole in the ground as I scrolled by earlier. That's just where they've been doing some surveying on the property. This was huge. He bought Ether back in 2012. He bought a bunch of it in 2015, of course, with the astronomical increase in price. Well, it was able to fund what he's currently working on right now. So he obviously did very well, which just goes to show there's plenty of money to be made if you're in the right place at the right time. So you need to do your own research and figure out what you think is going to be the best place for you if you decide you want to get involved with Bitcoin, blockchain, or any kind of cryptocurrency, any type of investment. Every resident employee is going to have what amounts to an Ethereum address, which they're going to use to vote on local measures and store all their personal data. Mr. Byrne believes Ethereum will give people a way to control their identity and online data without any governments or companies being involved. Now you don't have to worry about Facebook stealing your identity. You don't have to worry about governments stealing your identity and selling your data all over the place. You will have total control of that through the use of your private key with your Ethereum address. Now, Mr. Burns believes that one of the big problems has been security. People have been terrible at holding the private keys that are necessary to get access to a Bitcoin or Ethereum wallet. So he wants to address that with a custom-built system where he keeps private keys stored on multiple digital devices kept in vaults. That sounds like a whole lot of extra work to me to have to put the information into vaults, but I'm not sure exactly how his system works, so I would have to get more information on that to see. However, I do agree with him 100% that private keys are best kept on, multiple digital devices in safe places, not online. That is definitely a fact. The other thing holding back Ethereum, Mr. Byrne believes, is that he has a lack of real-world laboratories. In his Nevada land, he hopes is going to change that. I think this statement here really sums up a lot of the whole cryptocurrency industry, which is why it's really important that we do our due diligence to make sure that we've done our own research and we know what it is that we're putting our money into. Because as Mr. Burns says here about his city, his crypto city, this will either be the biggest thing ever or the most spectacular crash and burn in the history of mankind, Mr. Burns said. I don't know which one. I believe it's the former. But either way, it's going to be one hell of a ride. You got to love his enthusiasm, especially after spending apparently approximately $300 million to build this city and to buy this land of more than 67,000 acres that he spent, that he purchased for this city. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. I hope you've all found this interesting. I hope you understand now a little bit more about why I'm so excited about blockchain, Bitcoin, and cryptocurrencies. It's not just about speculation. It's not just about getting rich. There is so much more that can be done with it. There are so many possibilities. It can change and enrich so many people's lives in so many ways. It just takes getting educated and the natural evolution of what's going on. It's where the world is heading to. I hope you all have enjoyed. Thank you very much for your time. Please take a moment to subscribe. Click the little like button down below. I would appreciate it. It does help out the channel. Sorry I haven't been around as much lately, but I am going to work on getting back in touch with you guys more and more frequently here going forward. I've been working on a lot of things, as you can see with the channel, making some changes, and as a lot of you that I've met personally here recently know, I've been spending some time out there in person, promoting for the channel and helping people get where they need to be, driving some Uber and meeting some great people and doing some networking. I met a really awesome gentleman this afternoon as I meet several awesome people on a daily basis. I had a lot of good ideas. I think hopefully maybe in the future we'll be able to get some things together. He was working on an energy drink that, well, I can't really say much more than that, but hopefully in the future he'll give me permission to share that information with you guys. It seemed like a pretty awesome product. Oh, and I wanted to say before I go, I have some friends that are on YouTube. They have a channel. They're called the Coconut Hunters. Let's see here, the Coconut Hunters. I met these folks last week. They have got an awesome channel. They're traveling around the world. They're on a 9-month trip traveling around the world, seeing all kinds of interesting places. They just posted a video of the Inca Trail. They've been in Peru, they've been in Argentina, they've been in Rio de Janeiro and Brazil, Liverpool. They're on a 9-month trip. I want to just pack myself up and jump in their suitcase and go with them. I think they're having such a great time, and they're such neat people. Please take a moment, if you've got a second, take a look at their channel, check them out. I really have enjoyed watching their videos myself, and I think you will too. It gives you a little different look at some different places in the world, and really awesome people from Sweden. And you guys, if you see this video, I hope you're having a great time out there, enjoying your trip. So thank you all for being here today. Thank you for taking the time to speak with me. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Thank you very much, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye now.